lawless. They were probably having sex with animals like they are today. They're doing these things today. That's why they were solid. They were on their own.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to mess. So let's say,
Right.
for want and famine, they were solitary, fleeing into the wilderness, in former time desolate and waste. Let's talk about, like I said, the caveman, cave woman, who cut up mallows by the bushes. So they were in the bushes. Caveman, cave woman. Who cut up mallows by the bushes.
Why your hands like this?
This is dry skin. That's what that is.
Why don't you put the cream?
Because I don't know. Just walk up to you.
You have to put the cream here. Sorry.
So, who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief. That's talking to you so-called white people, man. The other nations drift you away from them. Like as a man that cries after a thief. Because you was lawless animals, lawless beasts back then. When you was a caveman and cave woman. All the other nations hated you, man, and didn't want you around them.
Sorry, I'm trying to understand. But this is about nations.
Yeah, nations of people. That's what the Bible
Yeah,
talks
I'm
about.
sorry, but I'm Portuguese. I don't understand the English.
Well, there's no such thing as there's no such thing as
I
Portuguese.
understand, okay, but it's not that good. So you are talking and I'm understanding that this is about nations. It's not about. You're about nations.
Yeah, you know what? You know that. You know that.
About.
You've got the so-called Chinese. You've got the so-called Chinese.
Yeah, this
The
is
so-called
different.
Arabs.
Yeah.
The so-called Africans.
Yeah.
And then you've got the so-called white people, Caucasians.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are different nations of people.
Yeah.
Well, guess what?
What do you defend? What do you defend?
Nations. That's what we defend. That's what we're about. That's what we're about. Nations of people. Right?
Yeah, but Portugal is not there.
I know, but there's no such thing as this. That's just a label. There's no such thing as the Portuguese nation.
Okay.
So, like I said, you could be a descendant of people.
But this is 12 tribes of Israel.
There's 12 tribes within that nation of people. Tribes, it's a whole nation of people. There's 12 tribes in that one nation. You have a nation and you have tribes in that nation.
Okay. Bye-bye. Thank you.
So it say, Job chapter 30 verse 5, they were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief. Yeah, man, that's you so-called white people. People didn't look up to you back then. People didn't idolize your customs and your ways of doing things. People didn't go to your universities and give their sons over to your school systems, man. You was a caveman and cave woman. That's talking to you so-called white people, man. We're reading about inside the Bible. They were driven forth from among men. They cried after them as after a thief, to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in caves of the earth, and in the rocks. That's the so-called white man. You dwelt in the caves of the earth, a caveman and cave woman. We're reading about inside the Bible. You understand? no less than 800 years ago, the so-called white man and so-called white woman was a caveman and cave woman. We're reading it inside the Bible. You couldn't speak one word of English.
Right. And it wasn't too many years ago either. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't 20,000 years ago. It was only 800 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to put that out there. You know, because you got a lot of people, they think that, you know what I'm saying, these Europeans, those are about 20 million years ago, and that's not the case. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was prior to the Renaissance period. Prior to the rebirth of the Roman Empire. That's why the scriptures say that you was impoverished, man. Though you was impoverished, you built the desolate places, man. Meaning you came back into power. Like I said, that's why you got the word Renaissance. The Renaissance period. Can I say? To dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in caves of the earth, and in the rocks. Among the bushes they brayed, under the nettles they were gathered together. Exactly, talking about you so-called white people, man. Caveman and cave woman. You was in the bushes, scrambling around for nettles, man. And nettles are a type of antioxidant berry. You understand? That's how you got your food back then. You was in the bushes looking for berries to eat. You was dwelling in the caves of the earth and the cliffs and the valleys, man.
I gotta switch you to a piece.
Go ahead, man.
Malachi 1 and 4.
Oh, I've got that. I was going to read it. Among the bushes they brayed. Under the nettles they were gathered together. They were children of fools, yea, children of base men. They were viler than the earth. And that's you so-called white people today. You vile, man. You're into zoology, bestiology, you know, transsexuality, homosexuality. You're into every sexuality under the sun, man. You're viler than the earth. But yet you think you're so civilized. And we're a civilized people. That's what you so-called white people think, but the pride of your heart is deceiving. The pride of the so-called white man's heart is deceiving. You're a bunch of damn fools. We're reading it. Let me read it. Verse 8. They were children of fools. Talking about the so-called white man, white woman and child. You're the children of fools. You're viler than the earth. You're a vile nation of people. You're guilty of the same acts and hideous crimes that the Sodomites were doing in Sodom and Gomorrah. You're the same villains, man. Perpetrating the same acts. Women dressing up like men. Men dressing up like women. You got men thinking that they want to be a damn woman and cut off their damn genitals. Call themselves putting what do you call it? What's the female? No, the estrogen, right, the female hormone up in your body. Getting yourself a pair of damn breasts, walking around in the high heels and shit. And the police don't say nothing about that. The police don't say nothing concerning that. You white people, I don't ever envy you, man. I don't ever envy you so-called white people. I look at you like you're viler than the earth, man. And you got 2/3 of our people that want to be just like you. Because they don't know nothing, man. You got a so-called black woman walking around trying to be a so-called white woman. Is she crazy? Don't you understand you're the Lord's chosen people? You're meant to be above these crackers, man. You're trying to be like them. You're trying to befriend these the scripture said they're viler than the earth, man. They're the children of fools. Our people hobnob with fools, man. They're trying to best be